Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with the Welcome to the Hellmouth Project Pan update. I am a bit late. When am I not? So, I have 5 empties since last update and I am rolling in the final 4 prompts. So I'm actually only going to have 12 products in here. At least until next update when hopefully I will be rolling some more out. So, on the 19th of July, I finished this. It is the Koki Fix It Up Matte Setting Spray. It was for the something that is key to your makeup routine. A matte setting spray is definitely key to mine. It went from 21.7 grams to 11.4 as it is empty. We ended up having about 25 grams of product in here, which is a little more than advertised, which kind of surprised me. It says 18 milliliters, so probably between like 18 and 20 grams. So that was a little surprising, but that's cool. I ain't mad at it. On the 20th, I finished the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, the Anti-Blemish and Mattifying one. Very happy about that. I did actually really enjoy it. I would purchase this in the future once I finish up my Smith & Colt Black Drop Primer because it's the same thing, but they don't sell that anymore. So let's see. On the 4th of this month, I finished the Ilia Blue Light Mist. I still don't know anything about the whole blue light thing as far as if this helps with that or not, but it was fine as far as, you know, setting a powdery setting mist. And finally, today I finished 2 other products. So I am calling this done, even though it still works, surprisingly, for becoming something I love but needs to die, is what it's officially called, I believe. I chose the Ciate London Starstruck Eyeliner. Yeah, this still works perfectly, but I have been using it on my eyeballs for over a year at this point, so it needs to die. Just because, you know, something like that, sanitary reasons, needs to be done with. And what was super exciting for me was today I finished my goal on this. For Magic Box, a magical item, I threw in the Tress Loose, the I Am palette, and I wanted to use 10 different shades in here, and today I used the final one on my lids. It is Unstoppable, and I finally figured out these shimmers with today. I need to use a glitter glue to keep them in place. I don't know why that was so like hard for me to figure out, but there you go. So, along with Unstoppable right here, this month I used, where are they? Where's Divina? Oh yeah. I used Divina in my inner corner one day. I used Fuerte, the black, one day. And I used Soul, the bright yellow, and Poderosa, the navy blue. So, I used a lot of the mattes in here too. This is a really nice matte formula. Like I said, the shimmers, you just got to use a glitter glue for them to stay in place because without a glitter glue, they go everywhere. I wish I had used Hustle, this green shade right here, and I mean, I could still totally use it just on my own, but for this project, this is done. I'm actually quite surprised that I managed to use 5 shades from it in the past month because I said last month I could totally, in theory, finish this if I used like 5 different shades, but I was not expecting to. And then I did it. So, yay me. Now, as for everything else, where is it? Okay, yeah. For Vampire, a vampire or blood themed item, I chose the Bite Beauty Lipstick and Licorice. I have not used it. I suck. I'm obviously not going to finish this by the end, which is 2 months away, which is unfortunate, but I will keep working on it. Maybe I can finish it by the end of the year. Who knows? Next is the trio, something with 3 pans. I chose the Bellapierre Concealer Palette to finish the top half of the orange shade, and I have not touched this. I am giving up on this. So, like, this is too dark for me. I don't want to use it. I'm just going to carve it all out of here and consider it gone. The only thing that I'm going to use up from this is the green. It's the only thing I even remotely like, although I'm terrible about using it too. So I need to like set it on top of my stuff or something because I've only used that green shade like 3 times in the past month. And it's the easier one to use by far, but I just don't remember that thing, but I hate that orange. It's too dark. So I'm just going to give up. I honestly don't even have a corrector right now because the one that I did have, the Jekka Black one, it went bad on me because I checked it after it went bad on Danny when she pointed it out, and I'm like, ew, I need to go check mine, and it had gone bad too. That's apparently just a crap product. Oh well. So next, for Mr. Pointy, something that sharpens, I chose this Urban Decay eyeliner in Love Drug. I wanted to use up half. I should have made this a number goal because half is not happening. So this is what it looks like. I will insert my paper progress here. I keep making about the same amount of progress every month. So yeah, I should have went with like a usage goal, but you live and you learn. It's getting love, that's what matters. I will eventually use it up. That I'm not terribly sad if I don't hit my goal. Let's see. Next is Hellmouth, a black item. I chose black based on the packaging. It is the Rebel Rouge Lab Suspended in Dust palette. I wanted to hit pan on Cinnamon Girl, and the only time I used it this past month was today on my lower lash line. Like, this is a look that normally I would wear this with, but I wanted to get the Tress Loose palette out instead because I had one more shade. So these pans are not very deep, and this is pretty easy to hit pan on. I actually suspect if I use this about 2 to 3 more times, I will hit pan. So I will make that a priority to do in the next one, so that I will have another item rolling out. Next is Faith, a once good, now bad item. And good lord, this thing lived up to that name. I initially put it in here because I have too many lip exfoliators and I need to like knock a few out, but I'm not enjoying this. This thing smells like cough syrup. It's the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, which I normally do love them. Like, I've used the regular one and I've used the mint one up before, and I love them both. This was in cherry, which normally I like the scent of. But this has like a sickly quality, like a faux sickly quality to it that I hate. I will insert my paper progress. It's not much, so I need to just force myself to use this up. I don't know if I will finish it by the end of this project, but I do at least want to finish it by the end of the year. Next, Once More With Feeling, a product that makes you want to sing, so something you really like, and I chose this. It is the Medicube Zero Pore Pad 2.0. Last month, there are technically 70 pads in here, like when you get this new, so it comes with a lot. Last month, I used up 20 of them, which was the most that I had used up so far. So I am now up to 45 pads used, which left me with it low enough to where I felt like I could sit here and count them. Because I couldn't remember how many I had used of this before I had put it in this project. Well, apparently I had actually used 5 pads. I thought it was 3, turned out it was 5. So I only have 20 left. So if I repeat the number this month, this will be done by next time. Now, of course, if I film this on time next month, I would not have as much time to get to that number. So I just need to be good about my skincare. And I was pretty good about it the past month because I went from 11 to, in 2 months later, I went to 20, and I only use it once a day. So definitely improving. Next is Buffy, a badass product. I think red lips are pretty damn badass, so I chose this. It is the Nars Audacious Lipstick in Lana, which makes me want to scream Lana every time because I love the show Archer. But I only want to use it 10 times. I have used it 3 times so far, so I am well on my way to hitting that goal. Next is Willow, a product that casts a spell on you, and I wanted this so bad, and I've been loving it so far, although I kind of keep forgetting to use it because it's just like at the bottom of my palette pile that sits on my desk right now. So it's one of the reasons why I really want to get that Tress Loose palette out too, because like my rotation of palettes that I'm trying to like hit usage goals on is this huge stack. So it's like, I need to get at least one out this month. This is the Pixie and Rach Loves highlighter palette. I have used it twice. And I said it was just like 10 uses, not like counting the number of shades that I use. So, because like one day I used 2 shades, but it was 1 use. So these are the shades that I have really used so far. Like one day I used Clutch and Zipper because I used Clutch down the center of my face. And another day I used Tea. So I do want to make sure to use at least lace and knit at least once before this is over with. Knit on me is going to be an eyeshadow that's just like that's not a highlighter shade on me, unfortunately. So that is fine. So I want to get a little bit further on this next month, but I'm not super worried about it because I have been really enjoying it. Pixie makes great highlighters. They are a joy to use. Now, for the 4 things that I am rolling in, let's see. I had to put all 4 of them together because I had kind of misplaced 2 of them. First is Glorificus, a beautiful but evil product. So like something you really like, but like has bad packaging, you don't like the smell of, otherwise just, you know, something with like a serious problem. And I chose this. This is the Pretty Vulgar, I believe these are called the Make Them Blush blushes, and 18 Hush blush. I might have that backwards. Just like a pretty neutral blush, but I want to use it 10 times. Usage goals are going to be the theme for the last 4 because we only have 2 months left. Because I hate this packaging. Not only is it huge, like just hard to fit into storage, it's very plasticky, it feels very cheap. And I know that this is actually a like $26 blush. I will have to look that up to be sure, but this is not a cheap blush. So, you know, I understand that they were trying to make it look super pretty, and it does, it looks gorgeous, but there's no weight to it. It feels cheap, honestly. So I wish the packaging had been slimmer, at least. The plasticky portion wouldn't bother me as much if it wasn't also huge. Like, put those 2 things together and that packaging really annoys me. So honestly, I want to use it 10 times to see if I really want to keep it, because it is a gorgeous color. I probably have 8 billion other colors like that in my collection, so we shall have to see. Next is Watcher, which is a product you need to read the back of to have a guide of how to use it. And my immediate thought was some kind of face mask, because you have to look at the directions on a face mask to see how long to leave it on. Just, it is something that really requires directions. So I went with this. This is the e.l.f. Gentle Peeling Exfoliant. These are the things that I use the least because I don't like to sit there and have to rub my face for like a minute or 2 straight, which sounds ridiculous, I know, but lazy. So the directions are: apply cleanser on dry face and massage gently in circular motions, avoiding the eye and lip area. You rinse with warm water and pat dry. No, oh, I thought this was a mask. No, this is like a cleansing exfoliator. Okay. Shows how brilliant I am. I totally thought this was a mask, exfoliating mask. So okay, this is just like a exfoliator. I feel dumb, but I'm leaving this in here, both because A, that's funny, and B, well, maybe if I had read the directions a little more clearly before now, I would have known that. So we're going with it. I want to use it 15 times. It says to use it 2 to 3 times a week. I should be able to hit that no problem if I actually do it. Y'all, I feel really dumb. Anyways, next is the gift, something that was given to you as a gift, and a friend of mine gave me this for Christmas last year, so fits perfectly well. It is the Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss in the shade Sugar Violet. So I want to use it 10 times. Feels like a nice bright color that will work pretty well in the waning days of summer. I wish Revlon glosses smelled better. Like they have a fruity scent, but you can kind of smell that, you know, gloss scent behind it still. Like it smells like a very not real scent. Okay, and finally, in every generation, a slayer is born. The quote. It needs to be a powerful item, and I think this really stands out as a little bit of this goes a very long way. I'm actually wearing it today, although I wasn't planning on putting this in here originally when I put it on. But that kind of reminded me, oh wait, this exists. Anyways, let me show it to you. It's on top of my liner. That's how I usually wear it. It is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in Starfire. So I only want to use this 10 times. And the last time I had this in a project, it was a usage goal, And I freaking misplaced it for a while, so. And like this one especially actually has like a solid base in it. So it shows up really well. So mistakes aside, y'all, I feel so dumb. I really do. That is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!